Guys, good morning. I don't know why I feel as though this needs to be said. Just a review of the last year got me to thinking about um, just the fact that America's a third world country. You know, this is a third world country where everybody gets to think like they're billionaires. You know, that it's okay. Amazon has to pay their bills. Amazon doesn't pay taxes because one day you or I might become billionaires. You know, this is the idea. Um, it's okay that billionaires can get away with this or that or the other. I think that COVID-19 shows you that the U.S. government has really nothing for the American people. And I think a lot of people probably kind of knew that, but I think COVID really exposed it. I've been a prepper. Um, I was for a long time, and COVID made me just realize that. Not that I'm gonna go out here and do anything. Not that I believe in this kind of crazy nonsense about attacking the U.S. government or something, but this government has something for you. Never did, never will. There's no profit in disaster preparation. I think that America's been getting away on a wink and a prayer for a very long time, and I think COVID exposed that. I think it exposed that America doesn't have all the solutions. I think America was exposed for what it always was, an unequal, unjust system. And that I guess what bothers me is more people aren't angry about the fact Trump hid it for 3 months. Like, even if you're a Trump supporter, and I get it. I know for a lot of them, they just want Trump to win. They wanted Trump to win. They didn't care because it's about Trump harming people. It's the same reason why the Nazis were able to continue the war past 20, 30, 24. The Nazis were able to continue the war beyond 1943 to 1945. I mean, they were losing all those years. But it was all about doubling down. We can't lose. We can't lose to the Russians. So they had to be ultimately defeated. They had to be marched on in Berlin. You know, you have heard conversations about if there was an asteroid coming to Earth, would NASA really tell us? Would we know if some top secret experiment got out? Because we know they do plenty of shit. I think COVID showed you that yes, that would happen. They wouldn't tell us anything. I mean, say what you want. Like I said, I'm a prepper. Okay? If nothing else, understand that this is just what America does. Operating in deception, and just being generally dishonest about its activities. This is what the U.S. government does. Trump is just another puppet in the line of puppets, a long line of puppets. And I don't think anybody expected COVID-19. I don't buy this general conspiracy around the Great Reset. I don't buy that. It's a great man once said that when everybody thinks the same, you don't need a conspiracy. I don't think it's conspiracy. I just think that they want to go back to making money the way they once were. And if they're able to, twist things to put themselves in a better opportunity when they come out of the pandemic, then so much for the better. But I don't think they wanted a pandemic. I don't think they wanted that. Here's another thing, guys. If there was such a big globalist plot to cause COVID, the world is more at odds now than it was before the pandemic. We're probably going to be at war soon with Iran or China. I'm looking at a world that's much more militarized, and so that blows that out the water. The idea that the globalists did this, so there's no benefit. Isn't that crazy for conservatives that their greatest fear is a unified world? Like you come to realize, like, what do they want? They want war. If you know what I mean, I don't know. like I said, I know we've talked about, like Armageddon or, a deep impact type event where there's something coming that's going to kill everybody on Earth or it's going to do massive damage, a real human extinction event. COVID was not that, but COVID was a critical event in humanity's history, and our president hit it for 3 months. And I guess that bothers me that more people don't talk about that. Whether you agree with Trump or not, it's irrelevant. The fact that people don't call him on that, and then he said, I'm a cheerleader I'm a cheerleader for America. I don't want a cheerleader. I want a president. I want somebody who's going to operate in a just manner and is going to bring forward facts and knowledge to protect me in a disaster. I don't want a cheerleader. I don't want somebody to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. And I guess just the fact that more Americans aren't upset about that, I think that kind of bothers me a little bit. Yeah, it does. It bothers me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Proud Boys, Patriot Prayer, these white supremacists. There's a lot of that. We can talk about that. That's for another day. Discussion for another day. But just the fact that the American people are like, yeah, this is the way things are going to go now. And that we're going to just tune out. We're going to just click. Like remember the old radios where you turn it and when you turn it off, the volume, when you go all the way, click, click. And that the American government can go to war anywhere they want, can do whatever they want, and that it doesn't really matter. Let's just talk about cannibal pedophiles in the Democratic Party and illegals and how the Democratic Party hates Trump for wanting to bring troops back for Afghanistan when we all know he would just send them somewhere else. This is, it's all virtue signaling to the right. I think that shows you how divided America really is. It's ugly. You have to think about that. That if you don't care about these, then what do you care about? What do you care about? You know what I mean? If you don't care about climate change or pandemics, what do you care about? Trump's tweets and the stuff I just mentioned about the cannibals and all that stuff. I think America is de-evolving in a lot of ways. And I think COVID kind of exposed the de-evolution. Like there's a symbol. There's a symbol of WikiLeaks. I might put it on my phone here. And it's a picture of an hourglass, and it's showing a dark world and it's filtering into a light world. And to me, what I've watched over the last 9 months, 10 months now, has really been that in reverse. They're running out here with the guns. They're going in the state house with the guns. The protests. America's in a really dark place. I don't mean to keep harping on that, but America's in a dark place, and the fact that people aren't upset about, and then check this out. So Trump does nothing for 3 months about the pandemic. Then when the vaccine comes out, Mike Pence comes out and grabs, we did this, and they had to say themselves that the people that came up with the vaccine received no money. They received no Operation Warp Speed. I mean, to me, that is so embarrassing for Trump. It's another example of how desperate he is for any good news. It's another example of just how desperate he is for any positive news. I think that's kind of sad. I mean, he's a bastard. Mike Pence, they're bastards. I love seeing bastards go down. But to see someone operate so desperately, I don't know. That's kind of It's kind of something, ain't it? I just know myself that this country's really fucked up. It's really divided, and I know I should, buckle down with Joe Biden and unite the country, but I don't agree. I think what we've seen over the last, like I said, really before Obama got elected, before Trump got elected, back Obama, you watched a slowly encroaching, very violent, very aggressive white supremacist movement out there that's gotten more and more aggressive. You can't have peace with that. It's weakness. That's what you can't be weak to your enemy. You can't be weak to people that hate you. Yeah. Thank you for listening.